Hello everyone and welcome to Sturtwind. Today I'm going to be bringing you my views and opinions on the new Gears of War Judgment game. The gameplay that you're watching is, I think the game type is called Overrun, where it's Cog versus Locust. The Locust objective is to open the E-hole and the Cog's objective is to stop them from doing that. On a map called Junkyard. All in all, on initial first impressions of the game, it looks really good, like really smooth, it looks clean. The graphics, I'm not entirely sure if they're any better than Gears of War 3, but it does look, the characters do look different. That's probably because they're all new. Additions that have been brought to the game maps themselves are now multi-level, so they're not just linear flat like they used to be, so you can jump down off of buildings, you can jump on top of people, all that sort of stuff, and you can attack from above now. You're not just holding up one spot and then just waiting for your enemy to come towards you. You've got to be aware of all of your surroundings, which I think is really good. I think they needed to do something like that, but I have seen some of the gameplay and the maps and stuff, and it does look the maps do look very similar to the Gears of War 3 maps in the way that they're set out, but at least you're able to come from different angles and stuff. One of the big things that a lot of people have been talking about with this game is, well, the down but not out system being removed from most multiplayer game types. I'm not 100% sure that that's a good idea, or even if it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work, and I think eventually they'll end up bringing it back in, but that's just my opinion. In regards to the new classes, you can only spawn as certain people if you want to use certain weapons. Not overly keen on that, to be honest with you, because it just feels a lot like Battlefield. They've taken a lot of the positive aspects from a lot of other games and they've just implemented it in Gears of War, but then that just takes away. It's not Gears then, really, if you think about it. It's not how Gears has been presented to us in the past. It's not really how Gears, but they did need to change certain things because it was slightly annoying the way the game was going. I mean, Gears of War 3 was a big mistake. They messed it up so badly. It's just a horrible. You know, a lot of people have said the same thing, like the updates where you go kill for kill and all that sort of business. It's just a lot of problems with the game. It doesn't work properly. The servers were just terrible. So I'm really hoping that they've managed to fix that. But other than that, I mean, there's a lot of positives in this game from what I can see, because I automatically assumed that when they brought this game out, Epic were just looking for money. It was a money making scheme, and that's all they were interested in. Because Gears of War 3, they released very little downloadable content, but there was a season pass, and you didn't really get a lot for your money, to be honest with you. And I don't know about what anyone else thinks, but you know, just let me know your views and opinions on that. That would be much appreciated. Now, I know that my general fan base is based on Borderlands 2, so don't worry, I will be playing Borderlands 2. I will be back on there. As soon as they bring out a DLC or the level cap increases out, I will be playing Borderlands again, but I will also be playing Gears of War Judgment. So I just want to let you guys know that. Also, new weapons. The new weapons actually look really good. They've introduced, because they brought new weapons in to Gears of War 3. The Retro Lancer, everyone hates it unless you're using it. The sawed-off shotgun. Terrible gun, awful, and they babysitted too many people on this game. They've allowed the people that haven't really played the game before or are noobs or whatever to come in and be able to own people that are very experienced. I mean, I've been a fan of this franchise since day one, since Gears of War 1 was released, played it online, and I don't really like the implications of the noob friendly aspects of the game. I think it's really poor. That's a complete noob can just come in. They don't know how to wall bounce. They don't know how to negotiate the maps properly, and then all of a sudden they're able to just own people. Like it's a hit and run with the Sworn Off, and now they've brought the Sworn Off back into this game and the retro. But for some reason they've decided it would be a good idea to increase what looks like the range. If you look at some of the gameplay footage for my other videos, and they've given it 2 shots instead of just the usual 1, which is very annoying. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, the reasons why they would do that, but they have. I'm guessing they're just trying to accommodate all of the new people that are going to be playing this, because you know, you got free-for-all mode in this game as well, which also feels very very Call of Duty style, where you just 1 versus 1, the down but not out's obviously been removed from that, and it doesn't feel very good. I don't know, all in all, there's a lot of negatives, but there's also, I would like to say that the positives outweigh the negatives, definitely. I'm hoping that that's what happens. Gears of War 3, the beta, when they released that, the beta actually turned out to be better than the game itself because of the way they done it. The way they done it was just was awful. The updates they brought out and all those type of, like, all those bits and pieces just ruined the game for me. The experience for me is awful. I mean, a lot of the time when you're playing, you're always coming up against like the foreign people. Now the dedicated servers have been removed from Gears of War 3 and they've been moved over to Judgment. It's almost impossible to play against anyone outside of your own country because of the difference in ping, the lag, and all of those type of bits and pieces. It's very, very frustrating. So a lot of the times you'll find you'll just, well, you're running around and just trying to stay alive rather than getting yourself killed, and I just think that's something that's unacceptable, really. They should have thought better about the way they were going to do it. But nevertheless, everyone's waiting for this game to be released. Well, all the Gears of War fans are. I just, from what I can see, from what I can gather from everything that's been shown to us so far, they have made a genuine effort to improve the game, well, from Gears of War 3. I think they understand, or I think they know that they did make a big mistake with Gears of War 3 in regards to, like, the maps were awful, downloadable content was terrible. I don't know, just certain things about the game which just made all of the hardcore Gear fans just think, well, I don't want to play this game anymore because it's not good enough. It's not good enough. But that's pretty much it for my rant. At this point, I'd just like to get you guys to hit the like button, make a comment if you wish, and subscribe to my channel. It's always appreciated. And just let me know about your views and, you know, your feedback, if you've got any opinions on the way they've brought this game to us, the way that the game should be working or will be working. Do you think they should have released a beta for this game? Because there's been a lot of testing going on, but nothing for the general public. You've had to have been invited to the game, well, to special events to be able to test the game, so we're not going to get any insight on exactly how this game's going to work. But from what I can see, it does look pretty good. I'm really excited for it to come out. The new Horde, well, Horde type mode, which is the overrun, which we're watching right now, which is really good. It allows you to play Horde against other people, because it can get quite boring when you just got a team of 5 and you're just held up in one spot and you're just firing in the same spot over and over again. It can get really quite annoying. I'm not entirely sure, I'm not keen, I suppose, on this. You have to choose a class before you start the round and stuff. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. I would have preferred them to just allow you to choose whatever you want to be, you know, like, but you can select different weapons maybe, but you had the choice of selecting without having to, because I wanted to be a certain character. I can't be the character I want to be. I have to be either an engineer or medic if I want to be that particular character. But if I don't like being a medic, then I'm the one that's suffering. Like problems like they had with Gears, but then maybe that's because of what they did with Gears of War 3. Gears of War 3, you pay for your downloadable content to get new characters, but 90% of the time it says you cannot play as your preferred character, even after you've been in the lobby for about 10 minutes playing a game, and then all of a sudden you're not allowed to play as your character, which is like, well, I paid money for this, why am I not allowed? The bots spawn as their characters, or who they're supposed to be, so why can't I? It doesn't make any sense, but I don't know, it is what it is. But I'm hoping that this game's good. This is just a review of what I've seen so far, and, you know, I can't imagine it's going to be much different from what we're seeing here, but you know what Epic's like. Any excuse to, if they can earn money. If they can earn money out here, they will. They'll do their best to earn money out of this. So it's just a case of waiting to see what they do, because they do tend to, well, annoy a lot of their fans by not giving us what we want. Even though they say they do give us what we want, they don't always come true to their word. But that's pretty much it for this video. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Just going to watch the end of this round. There is another round, but it's another 15 minutes long, so I don't really want to be putting this video on for that long. So just want to say thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys again soon. But like I say, just leave your comments and your views and opinions on the game, and then we can go from there. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.